dying, but so does the Maokai, and Jax will die here, yeah. And now it's Ashe and Soraka, and they're not going to live, but they are going to kill Garen here. And yeah, seeing another Oracle go up in flames. Wow, this Warwick isn't going to survive either. How many kills were that? That was, well, there's only 4 of them dead, but they first killed all of these. So they killed 3 here, and then they killed a 4th here. Oh no! They killed 3 in the initial fight, and then they killed 4 more. So that's actually 7 kills in one attack. That's kind of a waste of the advantage you had, because now it's 29 to 28, and it seems that the enemy team is now strong enough to actually wipe out your whole team. Even though it might not be the case, because this might have just been a positioning error, because they went in one by one instead of waiting for the whole team. And Maokai might have just better sacrificed his turrets to survive, and then waited for Taric to come in, instead of going after the LeBlanc when there's 4 enemy champions at your doorstep. But he got a kill, so I guess there's something to be said for that. And Ashe is actually up to 7 and 10, so even though... No, 8 and 10. Even though she had a horrible first part of the game, she is now picking up her game and actually getting some kills. And she is going to die here. And Soraka might die here because, well, with the Oracle you are going to be an extra big target. And actually getting... nobody. Yeah. Jax makes a big kill there. And Maokai might be able to finish this one off if Soraka cannot heal in time. Indeed cannot. So Soraka doesn't have any AP. And we cannot see anything here now. Oh wow, getting another kill, and now he's going to die. But doing a good job there. And they do get an ace for like half a second. But then 2 champions are back out again, and they might be able to pick off this this Nocturne if he stays in. But Nocturne smart enough to run out. He is going for Dragon, so I'm assuming they saw that. And they did. Yeah, not actually getting a lot of damage done there, the Garen. And yeah, not able to use his ultimate because it would have just been wasted on that. He wouldn't have gotten the kill, and there's no way he can chase that. So Taric coming back into a team that is now exactly equal with the enemy, and is actually going to play some more wards, still doing his duty as a support character, trying to help his team out. Actually has some really nice AP now because of the Zhonya's Hourglass. And I wonder if he actually remembers to use it, because, well, we see it a lot in games that people just forget to use it. And for me, that is because I don't play with it enough. I buy it every now and then, so I will get it in like once every 20 games or so. If I have too much money and I don't know what to buy, and don't really need anything else. And because it provides some armor, so maybe if I need some armor. So they do get one kill here, and yeah, he forgets to use the hourglass here. And yeah, well, we see a lot of kills going off on both sides, and that's because, well, it's a tanky team versus a squishy team, but that means that the tanky team will have less damage, and the carries on the other team will have a lot of damage, and that kind of cancels each other out. That's why you need both carries and tanks on your team. I still think that the top composition is better, even though, well, by now you can see some of the enemy champions do have a lot of kills, and they all have a lot of minion kills. That's the advantage of playing a carry type champion. They do a lot more damage, and most of them are ranged. Most of the carries here, at least. So Ash is ranged. Jax is kinda ranged. He has his jump, so he can close the distance quite fast, and that is mainly the problem. I mean, the problem isn't that the enemy champion can hit you. The problem is that you have to walk up to him, and they can actually shoot at you before you get there. So the Nocturne isn't ranged, and then LeBlanc is ranged. Well, she also has oh, I forgot the name, but the flash kind of spell. Yeah, we don't see a lot because of the Nocturne here, but we do have a 2v1 going on here. We have a 3v1, 4v1 going on here. So kill-wise, it's 1v1, and then they might be able to get this. Who is this? Jax, but not actually keeping the focus on Jax. Switching targets here, not actually getting their initial targets, and yeah, we see all of the enemy going down because Soraka on her own. At least I think that was Soraka. Yes, it was. And yeah, now it's completely ace. Because, well, they all bought some tank items. I mean, the last Whisper we already saw that. With the boots, gives you a nice boost to MR. So your magic resist, and well, he does have the Redrune's Omen now. He has Sunfire Cape, so really hard to kill. Then the Maokai with the Abyssal Scepter and the Banshee's Veil. That's a huge amount of magic resist. And then Sunfire Cape plus an additional Chain Vest. Well, gives him a lot of armor, and then Rod of Ages gives him a lot of extra HP. All in all, very tanky. And well, Garen we already saw. Zhonya's Hourglass, which gives you a boost to armor. Age of the Legion and his ultimate, both giving you a nice aura for your entire team, which makes it your whole team tankier, especially armor-wise, but also for magic resist from the Age of the Legion. And they actually get out of here. So they don't get killed, even though they were ambushed by some of the enemy champions. And they can now go home. So the Garen, yeah, he was already stacking everything he could find in the defense tree. And Atmos Impaler now comes in to help him with his damage. And it actually adds quite a lot of damage because he has a lot of health. And the last one, Rise. Rise has Force of Nature plus Banshee's Veil, giving him a huge magic resist. And then Frozen Heart to reduce all of the attack capabilities of the physical champions, but also gives him 99 additional armor. So that is, yeah, that's huge. So they are warding Baron here. There is no ward, so the enemy might have a ward here, but they cannot actually see, and the enemy might suspect that they are going Baron. That's why they are waiting around here. But the enemy apparently has no idea, or knows that they're not going Baron because they have a ward here. So this is quite risky. Well, now we see 2 here. But normally if you have so many missing players on the enemy team, that is. Well, your own players cannot be missing, I guess. It's very risky because, well, you don't know when they're coming in. Yeah, Warwick does have the Madrug's Blood Razor, which is kinda needed to get Baron quickly. And are they actually going to get a kill here? Apparently waiting for his spell block to wear off. And then stunning him. Getting a lot of damage done on the Nocturne, meaning that he's out of this fight. And they do pick up their first kill in this fight. And might be taking out Ashe here, because Ashe is of course a big DPS champion. Nocturne coming back in, but again at low health now. And this might be the final push, because if the enemy team cannot defend this, they're just going to destroy the turrets. Warwick is under attack of at least one of the turrets, but they do get the first turret. Garen dies, but still this turret is going to fall, and now it's up to them to just destroy the Nexus, and the enemy team cannot really stop them from doing so. So Soraka has to heal here. Yeah, they are going to have to focus a little bit more on the weak champions to kill this Nocturne, for example, and then the Soraka, and then eventually they will get to the Nexus. Okay, that's good too. If only the Soraka lives, it's GG. So, nice match. It's a shame that we didn't get to see the difference in level between the 2200 player and the 1300 player, because the 1300 player actually outperformed him. But it's okay. It was a good game. It went back and forth quite a bit, and we couldn't see the outcome until the very last moment. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.